Hey everyone and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to acquire millions upon millions of units within the game No Man's Sky. Now, I've been playing this game for a decent amount of hours since its sale, and units is the hardest thing to get. So without anything else being said, let's get right into it. So the first main component that you're going to want to look for is salt. You can easily scan for it when you're out in the actual space going between planets, and once you've found salt, you can easily go to that planet. It's going to be a green type of deposit, and it's going to be real easy for you to mine once you have a manipulator. Once you've gotten the salt, there's two ways you can do this, and I'm going to explain both ways. You either need a medium refiner, and if you don't have that, you can use the small refiner. And in order to use the portable refiner, you don't really need to go through much of the main mission. That's why I'm showing you this one too. And for that, you'll need carbon and salt to make chlorine. And with the medium refinery, all you need is chlorine and oxygen. So without further ado, I'm going to show you the portable refinery right now. You add some carbon in for fuel. You put the salt in from your inventory. And what's going to happen is salt actually turns into chlorine, and it does a 2-to-1 ratio. What you're going to be able to do is use your refiner to turn that into chlorine. Now, if you don't have a medium refiner, you're just going to want to collect a bunch of salt and keep turning it into chlorine until you have thousands upon thousands of chlorine. So you're going to want to have multiple stacks of chlorine as the end goal. Now, if you have a medium refiner, all you need is the oxygen and the chlorine. And what we're going to do with the medium refiner is we are going to be putting these two items into it, and we are going to be making more chlorine this way. So this is a faster method. If you've gone farther through the story, you're going to be able to have the medium refiner, or if you've bought it from the anomaly, you can use it this way. Pretty much what that does is that outputs the items in a 1-to-6 and a 2-to-6 ratio. So really you get, for whatever oxygen you put in, you'll get that times 3, up to a maximum of whatever the refiner will allow you to make at a time. Once you've done this, you can actually move some of that into the stack on your left, and you'll be able to find more oxygen once you run out, mainly from hazardous plants, and if you're lucky, you can even find chlorine from plants underwater. But now what I'm going to do really fast is just show you guys how you can acquire hundreds of millions of units by doing so. So as you can see, I just had many stacks of chlorine. I have come to a space station where I'm looking for them to be buying chlorine, so meaning they would sell it to you. So when you look in the buy section, you can see that there's chlorine here. So when I go down to the sell section, I can actually sell my almost 190,000 units of chlorine for about 115 million units. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sell my chlorine here. And once I've sold my chlorine, I'm going to move back over, and you'll see now that I've sold my chlorine, my units have gone up by 115 million. I'm now going to go back over to the buy section of the space station's space trade terminal. And what we're going to do now is we are going to actually buy back the chlorine that we just sold to them at a heavily discounted price. And so you can see that there is a stack of 999999 chlorine in the buy section. And so what I'm going to do from here is I'm actually just going to buy all of my stacks back. And so depending on how much chlorine you sell to the space station will depend on how much you'll have to buy back. I sold about 180,000, so there's roughly 2 stacks that I bought back. And so on that trade alone, I made more than 60 million units in just that one go. And so pretty much what you would do is you would use your hyperdrive to go from galaxy to galaxy that has a space station with a trade terminal that has chlorine in it, and you would sell that and then buy it back. And you can just keep making more and more money by the demand being broken. And I did this up to 1 billion units, and you guys can do it too. So with that being said, if you enjoyed and want more, hit that like button, and I will catch you in the next one. Don't forget to finish your milk. Peace out, and goodbye.